Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mias, and today I'm actually going to be giving you my prediction video, I guess, on what the Cyber Style Structure deck is actually going to contain. This time, a prediction of the effect of the cards, so it's not going to be like last time where I was just trying to extrapolate out of previous structure decks to kind of see what it might actually be about and when it'll actually be released, etc. But yeah, before I start, friendly reminder to like and subscribe because it really makes me more motivated to keep making videos like these, and yet let's jump right into it. Alright, so for starters, the only card whose name is actually confirmed for the structure deck is Cyberdark Dragon, which I believe will probably be a fusion monster. It'll probably require semi-generic fusion materials, not really like Cyber Darkness Dragon and Cyber End Dragon. I don't think that would make too much sense. So maybe 3 Cyber Machine monsters, and then it would actually have like a modularity kind of like functionality where, kind of like Chaos Dragon Levineer, it rewards you for having a lot of variety in the kind of monsters that are actually used to summon it. So if you use 3 darks or 3 lights or a mix of both, you get different effects, and I think Cyberdark Dragon should actually function the same way. So if you use 3 Cyberdark Dragon, maybe you have, I don't know, a negation effect. If you use 3 Cyber Dragons, then, well, or, you know, Cyber Dragon monsters, whatever. They're all treated as Cyber Dragons in the graveyard, but hey, whatever. Maybe give it like a quick effect banishing effect, and then if you use a mix of both, maybe a mass destruction effect. That could be interesting. So yeah, I mean, that would be really nice, huh? And if it is a dark machine, then you can fusion summon it with Overload Fusion, and if we could actually get an Overload Fusion starter, searcher, in the deck, that could be even better since it actually benefits both themes. Now, there's also something else that I would really like the structure deck to have, and that would actually be a Cyber Dark spell, or I guess, yeah, a spell searcher. That could be nice. And the reason why I'm saying a Cyber Dark spell is because it would actually boost the consistency of Cyber Dragons even more, and of course, naturally, of Cyber Dark, even though a Cyber Dark spell or trap is objectively worse than a Cyber spell or trap. And the reason for that is because Cyber is already included in Cyberdark, but Cyberdark isn't included in Cyber. So you know how the square is, I guess, kind of like also a rectangle, but the rectangle isn't a square. And the reason why I'm trying to say that is because when you go normal summon core and use its effect to search for a cyber spell or trap, you do realize that you can also search cyber spells and traps, cyber dark spells and traps, on top of actually searching all those cyber spells and traps. However, a card like Cyberdark Claw, when you're actually using its discard effect, you can only specifically search a Cyber Dark spell or trap. So you have significantly less options, which is kind of really bad. And the cards at the moment at the disposal of Cyberdark are complete absolute garbage. So if there could actually be a really nice one this time, kind of functioning as a semi-machina redeployment, though maybe a Melody of Awakening Dragon kind of like effect, where you discard a card to search 2 cards. However, if you discarded 1 card of a specific archetype, maybe make it so you can actually search these cards that you really want instead of having to maybe pick like a mix of both, because that would maybe not be what you really want in your, I don't know, Cyber Dragon deck, for example. I would really like a Cyber Link 1 monster as well. Again, it would be a Cyber Machine that would require you, that would require a Cyber Machine monster. So, you know, except for, I guess, if it allows monsters like Cyberstein and stuff like that to be used as Link 1 materials, I could actually see Cyberstein being a problem in the game. So actually specifically state a Cyber Dragon monster or a Cyber Dark Dragon monster, just, well, I mean a Cyber Dark monster, just so you can actually avoid problems of Cyberstein just randomly being played, because it is a Cyber Machine, so might actually force people to, the card design, to be a bit more strict on that. But yeah, anyways, if the Link 1 monster actually had an effect that, once again, could benefit both themes, for example, like you can equip the monster, equip any Cyber or Cyber Dragon, Cyber or Cyber Dark from your deck or your graveyard to it, or you can actually get to choose to special summon it if it's from your graveyard, but then you're locked under summoning restrictions, so you won't be able to make like Anaconda into Overload into like an easy OTK. That would be really stupid. So that's like the one way you make it fair, by actually adding restrictions, maybe half damage or nullified damage for the rest of the turn, so Cyber Dragons won't be oriented to just OTK, because obviously it's not really skillful when all you do is try to end the game on like 30 seconds, like 1 minute, doing nothing, performing like 3 actions, activate power bond, effect, attack game. That's kind of lame, you know? Again, something really cool that the Cyber Dragon deck could actually have this time, kind of more specific for Cyber Dragon, would be a Chimeratech monster, because in case you actually didn't know, the dark version of Cyber Dragon isn't Cyber Dark. Cyber Dark has nothing to do with Cyber Dragons. It's actually the Chimeratechs. So I'm kinda, I don't know, it's kind of weird that they never really got any development on their own. They're just the extra deck monsters to kind of complement the Cyber Dragons, and they always, you know, function either by actual fusion summoning and destroying a lot of cards on the field, or by contact fusing. So it would be nice if the new one could actually have a contact fusing effect, but a at the same time, I don't think it's going to be that one, because the very first Chimeratech monster was Over Dragon, and then Fortress, so Fusion Summon, and then Contact Fuse, and then, you know, there was Rampage, and then there was Mega Fleet. So following the pattern, it's probably gonna be a fusion monster that you actually have to Fusion Summon that way, so it's not gonna be as good, but still, it could actually be really, really nice for Cyber Dragon, really interesting. And what I would really like for this Chimeratech monster, if it is a Contact Fuse monster, is either use a monster from the same column, or like a spell or trap, any card in the same column, or I don't know, use like a new specific type of monster. There was actually someone who commented on my Cyber Style video saying it would be nice if you could actually make the exact same as Fortress does, but this time instead of being like machines, it would actually be dragons, because when you think about it, it would actually make a lot of sense. The Cyberdark, they actually equip the dragons, and it would be nice if the Cyber Dragon monsters could actually turn into a Chimeratech that actually eat all the dragons, or maybe a Chimeratech for Cyberdarks, but I don't think that would make too much sense. I mean, it would be a first though, but yeah. And from now on, pretty much every single remaining Cyber Style structure deck cards would probably be exclusive to Cyberdark, because we can all agree those are the ones that actually need the most amount of support. So first of all, of course, I would really like a revamp of all of the old garbage Cyberdark monsters. They all suck. They're all pretty much vanilla monsters, honestly, you can say. All they really do is just equip a monster from the graveyard, a dragon, and that's it, that's all. But their actual effects are shit, like inflicting piercing, inflicting 300 damage when you destroy a monster by battle, or halving your attack so you can attack directly. None of these effects are relevant, and also there are only going second effects, which makes them even worse, because especially in the current format where VFD exists, where you don't even get a battle phase, imagine, or you don't even get monster effects. That's super, super terrible. So if you just rely so much on very specific things like that, the deck is obviously never gonna function. It's gonna be total garbage going first, and of course, we need broken cards to make it good, and this is why I really want to compare the Cyberdarks to ABC, and if Konami could actually give them the same treatment, where every new Cyberdark monster either floats, get like a recursion, special summons, has a special summoning from hand, like a summoning condition, that would be even nicer, because it would allow Cyber Dragon Core to be the normal summon starter of the deck, which would be, again, very, very nice, because that would allow you to search your Cyberdark spells and traps, on top of, you know, having Contact Fuse access, and I don't know, it would just boost the consistency of the deck so much, and wouldn't really punish Cyber Dragons that much. And finally, I could actually see a new Cyberdark trap card, specifically a trap card, getting released for the deck, because otherwise, how is it ever gonna have any interruptions? You know, it's not gonna be able to play first. So if it could actually be kind of similar to Cybernetic Overflow, but obviously at the same time, shouldn't actually be a copy-paste of its effect, a mass removal that actually banishes or sends, but this time actually targets, because destroy without targeting, I guess, is kind of fair, but banish or send without targeting is way too good. Again, if the Cyberdark monsters are really garbage, then I guess you can give them broken spells and traps, and it won't change too much, because the actual core of the deck sucks. But hey, again, I'm just shitting out like random theories out of my head. I have absolutely zero evidence or zero arguments whatsoever. It's just really what I think should actually be in the structure deck. If you guys have any other comments or feedback or suggestions, whatever, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing them again, because the comments on the Cyber Style structure deck were really, really interesting. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.